Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and if you're new, welcome. Today I have a rather large declutter that I want to go through and show you what I'm moving out of my collection. I'm just going to reach in no particular order because I do have quite a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and get started if my camera will cooperate with me today. First, I have this Fergie Wet n Wild nail polish. It's in the shade Going Places, I believe. I just really don't paint my nails a ton anymore. And when I do, this is definitely not a nail polish I am reaching for. I want to get all the Wet n Wild products out of my collection because I do not support them anymore. And yeah, so this is a nail polish I'm decluttering. And I will say any of the products that are not too badly used, I want to see if my sister wants or my mom, so they're not just going in the garbage. I'm not sure where these three shadows went, but I depotted 3 shadows from my Makeup Revolution Chilled palette because they were very glittery, and glitter on my eyes is not something that I feel comfortable doing. I've had a few shades in the past that really broke out my eyes because my entire skin is sensitive. So I went ahead and depotted them and moved them out of my collection, and it was the shade Hybrid, Goddess, and Bud. I believe one was a very silvery shade, one was a gold one, and I think another, the Bud was like a green glitter. So I'm moving those 3 shades out of my collection. I might have already tossed them. Things like that I'm not gonna pass along. Something I will be passing along to my sister is the Queen palette. I just don't reach for this a ton, and I have some shades like this and other palettes that are better consistency, where I like the formula just a little bit more. So this will be moving out of my collection and hopefully going to my sister or my mom. Another palette that will be moving out is the Makeup Revolution Brave Spirit palette. You see that I've worked on this for a few projects and I was able to get some usage out of it. But again, this is not a color story that inspires me, and I do have other palettes that have better colors, like that color. I found that those aren't very pigmented, so I really have to pack them on, so I want to move that out. My sister may like it, and again, if she doesn't, that's fine. I'm not going to force her to take anything. Next, I actually have a tool. This is supposed to be an exfoliating dry brush. It literally did nothing for my face, so it's just going in the trash. Next, I have a few more nail polishes. And I do apologize that this video is so out of order. I'm just literally grabbing the first thing I see. These 4 shadows, or not shadows, nail polishes. I don't know, they just don't work well. They are like putting milk, like colored milk on my nails, and I don't like them, so these are just going in the trash. I mean, simple as that. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Last nail polish, and I read a good book. I just don't like red nail polish like that. I think it makes my hands look weird, so that's going. And this is like a burgundy nail polish. It's from Marc, I believe. International, I don't know. It's going to. I do have an eyeliner that I will be getting rid of, and this is in the shade Black Walnut. It is a brown liner. I'm just not a big fan of brown eyeliner. I prefer black. My sister may want this, I don't know. I've never used it. I've swatched it. I just swatched it again now, but She may want it. I don't care. I'll disinfect it for her if she does. Next, I have a Dip Shape and Go. This is the NYX. It's a NYX brow product. I attempted to use this, and I just could not get it to work for me. I'm fairly new at doing my eyebrows, so this was not a product that I found that worked well for me. Next, I have this Maybelline Hyper Easy Brush Tip Liner. I just don't like this. I feel like the tip is too flimsy and it bends. I don't know if you can tell, but the brush tip is frayed. So this is just going in the trash. And I'm sorry that if any of the things I'm like describing you're like not understanding why I'm getting rid of. Just most of these products either I don't reach for or just didn't work for me, or broke me out. That's a few cases, and that's a case that is true for a few of these products. So moving on. This actually broke me out, and I did use it a couple times because I read the ingredients, and it did say it had coconut in it. Coconut fragrance is what the website said. So I wanted to try it. I actually got this in a gift from a friend. So I decided I wanted to give it a try because coconut fragrance doesn't break me out, but coconut itself does. And this said it just had coconut fragrance in it, but it still broke me out. And this is the Marc Jacobs 30 Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I did like it. I did like how it made my makeup look, but it broke me out. So I might see if my sister wants this. This may have maybe 1 or 2 uses left. It's all the way up here because at first I didn't know if it was this that was breaking me out or another product, so it was unfortunately that. Next, let's see. I'm gonna do the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow palettes that I will be gifting to my sister. I bought pretty much all of the ones, like all of them, and a few of them were just too cool toned for my skin tone. I didn't think they looked good. So the ones I'll be passing along to my sister, she's darker than I am. She's more tan, olivey toned. And the palettes I'll be passing along to her is the Rose Water one, the Berry Bad one, and the Acai You one. And I believe I'm saying that wrong, but sorry. So these will be going to my sister or my mom, one of the other. Let's see, what else? Another product that will most likely be going to my sister are these water activated eyeliners from Lyft Cosmetics, I believe. Or I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Lyft. And these, they're really pretty. They're very pretty. They could be used as pigmented eyeshadows, but my eyes are way too watery for these. I do love how vibrant they are. They're very pretty. Just, my eyes are way too sensitive and way too watery for these. But they're very pretty. I mean, I would recommend them if you don't have extremely watery eyes. I have 3 chapsticks that will just be going in the trash. This one is a Lip Smacker Skittles strawberry one. I lost the cap and it's really nasty, so it's just going in the trash. I will spare you from seeing that. These 2 are from Common Sense Candles, and they changed consistency. So I don't know what it was, and then they started breaking out my lips. So I'm just gonna toss these. I don't know if something in them went bad, or maybe the fragrance oil, not fragrance oil, but the flavoring in them went bad. But these are moving out of my collection, which is really sad. I hate to see them go because I did enjoy them when I first got them, but I have too many chapsticks that I need to move through, and having two that break me out is not worth it. Next, I have some loose pigments. And honestly, I'm just gonna pass all my loose pigments along to my sister. I have quite a few. I do have 14 of them, and I just don't reach for them like I should. So I'm going to see if my sister wants them, but if not, then whatever. Next, I have the rest of my Gingerbread Spice, the original Too Faced palette. I decluttered it, or depotted it into a like a Z palette, and honestly, since I decluttered it, or depotted it, sorry, since I depotted it, I just haven't reached for it. I'm trying to get all of those shades out so I can show you. I just haven't reached for them, and what's the point of having them in my collection if I'm not using them? It's just taking up space, and increasing my eyeshadow numbers, which, let's be honest, I have 203 eyeshadows. No, 200, because I potted a few shades from my chilled palette, but I have 200 eyeshadows now. If I'm not using them, they don't need to be in my collection, to be completely honest. If I'm not reaching for them, they just need to go. And these are all just gonna be tossed because they're a mess. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 16 shades left from that palette. A lot of them have pan. A lot of them are actually almost gone, and I just haven't reached for them since I put them in a single, like a magnetic palette, and it's not worth it to me anymore. So they are going to go. So here they are. Next, I actually have a few shades from my magnetic palette that I frankened, or from my Masquerade mini palette, but I don't have any more of, like, I think only this blue is from my Masquerade mini palette from Juvia's Place, and I just don't reach for them. I don't reach for them. I frankened this really pretty green shade, which I love, but I don't reach for it. These are frankened. This may be original. I don't know. This might be a franken, but this one's almost gone. I don't reach for it. So these are going as well, and they're just gonna be tossed. Oh, and at the very bottom of the box, these were the 3 shades from my chilled palette. They're just too glittery, like I said, and I don't use them. Next, I had from Lyft Cosmetics. I think, I could be wrong. I will leave the company name to this in the description box, so if you want to check them out, they're based out of Canada, so I mean, it was nice. This is a glitter. They're like snowflakes. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them, but they're snowflakes, and I just don't do glitter on my eyes like that. So technically, this product I will be decluttering for my makeup collection, but I will be putting it in, like, my kids' art supply stuff. I think it would be really pretty to use for that, so it'll still be getting used. And then last but not least, or last but last, I have this Gold Bond Ultimate Overnight Deep Moisturizing Lotion. And this just broke me out. It made my eczema worse. My skin was very sensitive. And yeah, so this is getting tossed. I don't know what's in it that broke me out, but it's not worth it. And I do have a few other products that, lotion wise, I need to use up. So I'm not taking any chances with this. This is going in the garbage. So that is all the products that I am decluttering. There is quite a lot. Hopefully my sister or my mom will be able to enjoy these products more than I have. Hopefully they'll work for them, and you know, they'll go to a good place and get used up. It's kind of sad to see some of these products go, because I was very hopeful when I bought them that they would work for me. But that's the case. You know, not everything's going to work for everybody all the time. And unfortunately, they didn't. If these products work for you and you've tried some of these things, let me know in the comments what you thought of them. If, you know, they broke you out, if you just didn't reach for them, if you know, they might be your favorite products, and that's no hate towards you at all. Like, just, I have very sensitive skin, and I'm at the point in my life where if I'm not reaching for it, it's getting tossed, because I can't afford just to have stuff sitting around. But like I said, I really do hope you like this video, and I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.